The Great 666 of 1999, Proof of the New World Order Satanic Conspiracy. From the research discoveries of R. Elliott Cathy, an independent research scientist. This particular presentation is dedicated to Georgie, who made it all possible. This research report is part of the collected research of R. Elliott Cathy, findings at 666 Research Central, the most comprehensive 666 site in the world. Web address at sites.google.com/site, /best 666 sites, no spaces, or go to Google and type in the three separate words, best 666 sites. This report is brought to you after Satanist Catholics tried to assassinate me on October 13th, 2011, by an injection of cancer tumor material in my arm while I was sleeping at home alone. It was their going away present as I was moving away. The Great 666 of 1999, the unveiling of the world conspiracy players. The Great 666 of 1999 occurred on or around October 13th, 1999. The date numerologically is occultically significant. As a note, the number 999 is 666 upside down. The year 1998 is mathematically equal to 3 times 666, equal to 1998. The year 1999 equals 1998 plus 1, the number 1 representing a new beginning. All major economic crashes have taken place in October, the 10th month, signifying an unstable new beginning. The number 13 is the number of change in the physical. 13, or change, reduces numerologically to 1 plus 3 equals 4, the number of the physical. The following evidence fits the profile and plans that are revealed in the Bible, the Word of God, in the book of Revelation. The evidence is observed. 1. On Friday, October 15th, 1999, in the early morning hours while watching CNN, I observed Maria Bartiromo speak before the opening bell of the day. Bartiromo stated that the market would open down today as someone had taken $6 billion out of the stock market. The market at opening would open down. This event occurred on Friday, October 15th, 1999, and was reported the next day in the newspaper. The Dow Jones average dropped 267 points at opening. I emailed Bartiromo asking for the identity of who took the money out of the market and received no reply. As any number that is a variation of the number 6 is sacred to cult Satanist Jews who happen to dominate Wall Street, my ears perked up. I told another researcher who watches the newspapers and the internet about this event and suggested that they look for other similar events with numbers like 6 billion. Item 2. Shortly I was informed that a newspaper article was found that said that the UN had announced that the 6th billionth person had been born on Earth. I then told my friend to keep looking. There had to be a third. The pattern of the Trinity as a spiritual truth must be obeyed, even by Satan. This event was reported on Tuesday, October 12th in the newspaper. Number 3. In the next Sunday paper, the third item was discovered. It was announced that the Vatican would spend $6 billion to renovate the Vatican grounds for the 2000 Jubilee. This event was reported in the Sunday, October 17th, 1999 in the newspaper. Let me recap the evidence. On or around October 13th, 1999, 3 events happened. Chart 1. Item 1. Someone took $6 billion out of the stock market anonymously. Item 2. The United Nations reported that the 6th billionth person had been born on the earth. Item 3, the Vatican reported that $6 billion would be used to renovate the Vatican grounds. Here I found a 666 pattern hidden in plain sight for he who had eyes to see and ears to hear. The initial conclusion is that I was right and had observed a covert pattern that was a public yet hidden in the background noise message to the world. Proof of the New World Order satanic conspiracy. So now, what do we know? Based upon my research into the nature of the New World Order, I can conclude these facts. 1. Who is the UN really? The UN is the planned future one-world government of the New World Order movement. 2. Who is the Vatican really? The Vatican is the planned future leader of the one-world religion of the New World Order movement. Upon pondering the evidence, it became clear that there was a pattern that was forming in the evidence. I decided to look deeper. As a scientist, one of the major research principles is to look for and identify patterns in the chaos of the universe. Research many times begins with the observation of an anomaly, something that doesn't fit and is unexplained in the context of known facts and knowledge. The eventual patterns that form may be understood as pieces of a jigsaw puzzle, where all the pieces must eventually fit in a complete and comprehensive picture. The Bible in the book of Revelation speaks of the revival of the Ancient Babylonian system in the end times. Research showed that the Ancient Babylonian system was divided into 3 parts: a unified economic system, political system, and religious system. So let me recap the evidence, adding details. Chart 2. Item 1. Someone anonymously took $6 billion out of the stock market. Money represents the one world economic system. Item 2. The UN. The UN represents government. The UN had announced the 6th billionth person had been born in the world. The UN represents a one-world political system. Item 3, the Vatican. The Vatican represents religion. The Vatican was spending $6 billion for a renovation of the Vatican grounds. The Vatican represents a one-world religious system. The major question at this point is who took the money out of the stock market? The answer can only be one group that fits the scenario. The money was taken out by the one world bankers, who are the basis of the future planned one world economic system. These same group of bankers control the banking system of the world and operate through the United Nations as well, and in addition control the Federal Reserve System of the United States. These bankers are controlled by the Rockefellers and Rothschilds, known leaders of the New World Order, the One World System. This same group of bankers control Wall Street in the United States, and they are perfectly positioned to create a future One World economic system. So let me recap the evidence again, filling in the blanks. Chart 3. On or around October 13th, 1999, these events happened. 1. The world bankers, representing money, anonymously took $6 billion out of the stock market. The world bankers represent a one-world economic system. Item 2. The UN. The United Nations represents government. They reported the 6th billionth person had been born in the world. The UN represents a one-world political system. Item 3. The Vatican. The Vatican represents religion. They reported that they were spending $6 billion to renovate the Vatican grounds. The Vatican represents a one-world religious system. The three items together, the $6 billion from the stock market, the 6 billionth person from the UN, and the $6 billion renovation of the Vatican grounds, represents the number 666, the number of the Antichrist. In the Bible, the book of Revelation 13, verses 11 through 18. Here we see the foundations of global control, a unified economic, political, and religious system that the Bible calls the revived Ancient Babylonian system. The number 666 is the identifying mark of the future 666 system of the prophesied future coming Antichrist as a satanic world despotic dictator. The number 666 is clearly the symbol and stamp of a satanic conspiracy, a system to take over the world. The overall pattern matching the ancient Babylonian system is again further proof. The major players of the Bible's end-time scenario have publicly identified themselves as they must do. If you found this report valuable, please support this research by making a donation. Donations of any size may be made at PayPal to the email account CER1056@yahoo.com. That's C as in Charlie, E as in Echo, R as in Romeo, 1056@yahoo.com. If you have information regarding the satanic conspiracies, you may email me at CERF369@yahoo.com. I regret I cannot always guarantee a response. If you are being persecuted by groups of unknown people, you may contact me with details for reporting to the FBI. Give complete contact information and details. The Great 666 of 1999, Proof of the New World Order Satanic Conspiracy. End of Part 1. This presentation is continued in Part 2, one of 2 parts.